video, I'm going to talk about how to overcome self-doubt. I see too often people being split, torn apart by different voices inside their head, not being able to make a clear-cut decision and go with a certain energy inside of them, a true impulse. It seems like every voice that's coming up can be a valid voice, and there's no inner compass helping people understand what they should follow. So there's constantly this feeling of, how do I even know what is true? How can I distinguish between a real voice to an unimportant voice, a false voice? How can I even detect my inner voice? In other words, how do I know what is true? Let us go deeper into that. So the first question you should ask yourself, especially when you're dealing with a strong feeling of doubt, is doubt worth trusting? Is doubt worth trusting? You see, you might be doubting many voices inside of your head, and you're thinking, is this true? Is that true? What is the truer thought inside of me? But is doubt really a trustworthy mechanism to judge? Can doubt help you judge correctly what is true and untrue inside of you? You see, it's a very, very sneaky mechanism, the mechanism of doubt, because what it does is that it makes you stay attached to the doubt, and you don't notice when that is happening. You think that the doubt is a healthy way of observation and checking, weighing the pros and cons, but that's not the truth. Doubt keeps you always on the fence. Doubt has nothing to do with clarity and discernment. So the first step is to doubt the doubt. Ask yourself, is doubt really a trustworthy mechanism to make a judgment as to whether something is true or not true? And it is very clear that doubt is not the dimension inside your being that is going to help you to reach clarity. That's the first step. Now that you've understood that doubt is not a reliable mechanism, you can set the doubt aside. It doesn't mean that you have to immediately know. It's fine to be in a not knowing zone. As a matter of fact, I'll even go as far as saying that not knowing, allowing yourself to not know, is exactly the point from which you will start to access the real knowing. So once you've set the doubt aside, the next thing to do is to put yourself, with all your thoughts and all your concerns and all your worries and all your attempts to really get a grasp on a certain issue or conflict or problem or question, right? Is you want to set all of these concerns aside. In other words, you want to set yourself, the little self, the psychological self, with all its bouts and doubts and questions and concerns and worries and fears, you want to set all of this bundle aside. Because within that bundle, you are not going to find the answer to which path you're supposed to take. Now, once you've put that aside, you are ready to take the next step. And the next step is to start to get comfortable in silence. Let us go deeper into that. Once you start getting acquainted with silence, and that you're going to do through meditation, and I'm going to give you 2 meditation practices towards the end of this video. Silence is the ground that allows you to not put unnecessary obstacles between you and reality. When you don't put unnecessary obstacles between you and reality, obstacles of trying to understand, trying hard to understand, trying hard to reach a resolution, trying hard to choose between these thoughts or these thoughts, these opinions or that opinion, this person's point of view or that person's point of view. Try not to choose. When you set yourself aside through deepening silence, what happens is something very interesting. You are allowing, for the first time, for reality as a whole, as the intelligent whole that moves your life without you even knowing how it moves your life, circulating your blood and your metabolism and all the different processes in your body and mind and emotions, without you knowing the slightest bit how it does that. This reality you're allowing to move you. Instead of you making the decisions, you're allowing a much deeper dimension of your being to start to move you in an intelligent way. The Taoists call it the Tao, right? You move with the Tao. There's a spontaneity, there's an intuitive intelligence to life. You don't need to know through the mind always, right? Through the controlling mind, you don't need necessarily to know why and what. Reality is going to move you. It's going to awaken inside of you a certain movement, an energetic movement. And you're going to gravitate towards a certain direction. And that's not going to happen through your thinking mind. It's going to happen from a deep dimension of your being. And when that dimension moves you, it will also, if necessary, inform your conscious mind with the reason that you need to know at that point in time. However, you don't need a reason in the mind, in the conscious mind, to move as one with life. All you need is to set yourself aside. Don't disturb reality from doing what it does, just like a stream of a river. You don't want to place a dam in the middle of the river, of the flow. And reality is going to move you by itself, effortlessly. And whenever you need to be informed with why, how, and what, you will be informed by reality itself. In other words, you're ridding yourself of the entire burden of constantly being the decider and the doer in life. You see, constantly doubting yourself means you're trying to control life, to be the doer, the decider in life. But once you understand that that's not the way of things, the whole conflict with yourself can drop. Let life make the choices for you. There are two meditation practices I want to offer you as a daily practice, especially if you're someone who suffers from a lot of self-doubt. One meditation is simply staying present in silence. Staying present in silence simply means you enjoy sitting completely silently, not doing anything, not making decisions, not solving any conflicts in your mind, not thinking about the next task at hand, simply nothing. You must get comfortable over time with doing nothing, not controlling life. Not trying to be someone, not trying to reach somewhere, not trying to achieve something, to simply be. Through that silent meditation, through that being present in silence, you're going to develop step by step this center, a sense of only listening to what's relevant. When you only listen to what's relevant, voices that simply disturb you on a regular basis and create a lot of noise in your conscious mind will simply subside by themselves because you will stop giving them attention. So this meditation is very helpful. You're simply sitting still. You're not trying to change your thoughts. You're not trying to understand them. You're not trying to solve any conflict. You're not trying to reach anywhere. Just sitting still. You will be surprised what an incredible effect this practice has over time. So that's one meditation. The second meditation I want to recommend to you is of an energetic type. And that is, I would recommend that you simply take some time, and you can, by the way, alternate between those two meditations. Take time to focus and energize each one of the 7 chakras along your energetic spine. You start with the root chakra. You move on to the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. You simply focus your attention on the area of the chakra for about a minute, and your focus, your attention on that area simply awakens and activates the energy of the chakra. Once you've moved through all the 7 chakras, you're starting to create an energetic alignment. After you've done that, you simply focus for about 5 minutes on the central channel that connects all the 7 chakras, from the root to the crown. In the yogic tradition, they call it Sushumna. You focus on that for 3 to 5 minutes in stillness. If you want, you can also visualize it filled with brilliant golden white light. And after 3 to 5 minutes, you simply stay in silence for another 3 to 5 minutes. And this will create a deep energetic alignment within you. Literally will make you centered and unified within you, allowing you to move deeper into this silence and unitary perspective where you allow reality to move you. Remember that any meditation practice should be practiced over a long period of time. This is honestly something for life. However, you will soon start to see improvements if you're gonna integrate that into your daily life, right? So you can use both meditations. You can alternate between silent sitting and the energetic meditation. You can also simply see in different times what you feel more called to do as a meditation, and simply follow that for a while and then move to the other. So I hope this video gives you a deeper insight into how to deal with self-doubt, and also how to overcome it and transcend it to go to a whole new different dimension of your being.